Hey guys, how's it going? Just before we get started, I want to give you a quick reminder to hop in that Discord server while it's still free. If you want to check it out before we go paid, we will be going paid September 1st, so now's your chance to check it out. There's a lot of great information in there, and we're getting better and bigger every single day, so make sure you check it out. So, as promised in yesterday's video, we're going to talk a little bit about Tesla, but let's just take a look at the Robinhood graph here. And as you can see, a lot of people are playing into Tesla right now on the Robinhood platform. The pink line is the share price of Tesla, and the green line is the number of Robinhood users that are holding stock. So as you can see, as the stock price is going up, the number of people holding shares is also going up. In fact, even when the stock price went down the past few days, the number of people holding Tesla, I guess essentially buying the dip, has been going up. Hey guys, Solo here, and as promised in my video from last night, I told you I was going to talk about the Tesla split, which is a 5-to-1 stock split. So I'm sure a lot of you people are not familiar with a stock split because we've been getting a lot of questions in the Discord server and a few comments in the YouTube channel as well. So just wanted to take a quick second and talk about what that means if you have shares of Tesla, or if you're thinking about buying or owning shares of Tesla, or if you're like me and you're now thinking about maybe running the wheel or selling options on Tesla. Because before that, my portfolio was not nearly large enough to be able to sell cash secured puts on Tesla. But now, after the 5-to-1 split, it should be. So let's take a look. This is just the recap from how we closed Friday after hours. So we can see, it doesn't really show up on this heat map. You can see they only have two tickers here in the auto manufacturer section. That's GM and Ford. So let's just take a look at Tesla on Robinhood here. And as you can see, we had a green day when we closed Friday, but let's just take a look at the 1-year graph on Tesla. This thing is going straight to the moon, right? So this is why a lot of the hype and, dare I say, memeing on Tesla is. So, just about a year ago, if we take a look back at, let's say, end of August 2019, Tesla was trading for just a little over $200. We closed Friday, Tesla's currently at $2,042. They basically 10x'd in the matter of a year. They multiplied their share price by 10 times. So, if we were to go back in time a year ago, you would need, if you want to sell a cash secured put on Tesla, $202.15. So if you remember from my previous videos, you know that you need 100 shares of stock for one contract. That'd be $222.15 per share times 100 shares. So you would need $22,215 in collateral to be able to sell one cash secured put on Tesla stock, which is not that bad. It's doable. Obviously, some people have account sizes that are smaller. Many people have account sizes that are bigger, but it is a decent chunk of change. But if we fast forward to Friday, where we closed at $2,042.51, that would be $2,042.51 per share. And then now we're going to need 100 shares. So now, if we wanted to wheel Tesla, we would need $204,000, and that is just way out of my price range. I'm sure out of the price range of many of my viewers. That is a good chunk of capital that you would need just to sell one cash secured put on Tesla. So I'll talk about this in another video, but one way to play these high value stocks is with spreads. Now, with a spread, your max loss is actually a true monetary loss, which would be the difference between the strike prices of your two options. And that's another subject, but that is one way that you can play high value stocks that you can't afford selling cash secured puts on. But so what will this mean for the stock split that happens? So Tesla announced that they're going to do a 5-to-1 stock split at the end of this month. So what that means is, if you already own, let's say you own 10 shares of Tesla, they're going to multiply your number of shares by 5. So if you own 10 shares of Tesla, you're going to now own 50 shares of Tesla. However, when this stock split happens, no one is going to make money and no one is going to lose money just from the split. So what they're going to do is they're going to reduce the share price of each share by 1/5. So your net value in Tesla is going to be unchanged. Just an example, let's just say you owned 10 shares of Tesla and you were lucky. You bought them a year ago when they were $200 a share. So you own 10 shares at, let's just say, $200 each. So you basically have $2,000 in Tesla value, correct? Because 10 times 200. So we'll just put that here on the side, just as a frame of reference. So you have $2,000 worth of Tesla shares. But now, after the split, your number of shares is going to multiply by 5. So you're now going to own 50 shares of Tesla. But now to compensate for that, because if you were to do 50 times 200, obviously that's going to add up to more than $2,000. So you would have made money from the split. And that's not possible. You're not supposed to make or lose money purely from the split. So what they're going to do is they're going to reduce the share price by 1/5. So, we're talking about a year from now. So don't take a look at the stock price right now just to keep the numbers simple. But at that point, your shares would basically only be worth $40 each. So now we still maintain your value of $2,000, right? Because 50 times 40 is 2,000. So your net value of shares of Tesla you have is unchanged. However, the number of shares has gone up and the share price has gone down. So the number of shares has multiplied by 5 and the value of the share price has been essentially divided by 5. So we can do kind of like this, divided by 5 here and then multiplied by 5 here. So an easy way to think about this is, again, if you already own shares, actual stock of Tesla, you're just gonna have to multiply. Your broker will do this for you, but your number of shares will just get multiplied by 5, okay? And then your broker will obviously calculate the share price by dividing it by 5 for you already. But at the end of the day, you don't have to do anything. You really don't even have to think about it because your net value in Tesla is gonna be unchanged after the split. So that's all well and good if you wanna buy and sell shares of Tesla. But what about for people like myself that now wanna trade options? Well, the stock split, again, it's not gonna add any value to me in terms of how much value I have in the stock. But the one very big benefit for me now is that if we reduce the share price by 1/5, well then now the amount of capital or my portfolio value that I would need in order to sell one cash secured put on Tesla has also been divided by 5. So let's just take this closing price here. So Tesla closed at $2,042.51. Let's just say the price is unchanged, and let's say the stock split happens tomorrow, just for an argument's sake. Well, if I divide that by 5, that means now that the share price of Tesla after the 5-to-1 split is going to be $408.50. So now, as you can see, before we calculated that I needed $204,251 in order to sell one cash secured put on Tesla. But now after the split, all I need is $408.50 times 100. So now I just need $40,850. So yes, that is still a lot of money, but it is exactly 1/5 of what I needed previously. So it makes it a little bit more achievable in order to sell a cash secured put. Because this is going to be times 100, right? Because you need 100 shares per contract. So that is how us options traders, especially us in the Theta gang, are going to benefit from Tesla's 5-to-1 stock split. Because we basically have reduced our cash collateral that's needed by 1/5 because the share price has also go down by 1/5. So I hope that clears things up. Apple is also in a similar scenario because Apple has also announced that they're going to do a 4-to-1 stock split. So all the same principles apply, except instead of your number of shares multiplying by 5, it's only going to multiply by 4 because it's a 4-to-1 stock split. And then the share price is going to get divided by 4 again instead of 5 because, again, it's a 4-to-1 stock split. But at the end of the day, if you don't even want to think about it, let's say you already own shares of Apple or you already own shares of Tesla and you don't want to deal with it, you don't have to do anything because your net value in those tickers is going to be unchanged and your broker is going to take care of all this for you. It's just that don't be surprised if you wake up September 1st and all of a sudden you have many more shares of Tesla or Apple, but also the share price has gone down. it won't make a difference to your net value in that ticker. So let's just take a look at Tesla's stock graph here. I mean, it's basically gone parabolic over the past year. It's crazy how much the run-up has been. I mean, we mentioned it in our video last night, but on August 12th, Tesla was trading around 1350s. In a little over a week, it went up $700, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, Tesla is a very volatile stock. I mean, as you can see on Friday alone, it jumped up 2.4%, which was almost $50. So now, if you believe in the meme, there are rumors out there that people are going to meme Tesla to at least 2103 and 45 cents before the split happens. So why is that? Well, the reason is because if you take 2103 and 45 cents and divide it by 5 after the stock split, the number you're left with is going to be 420.69. So there are memers out there that I'm sure are going to try and get Tesla as close as possible to 2103.45 right before the split happens, so that they can have a share price of 420.69 post split. So I am keeping that in the back of my mind, because for those people that may be buying calls to 2100 or maybe selling spreads on the high side or on the low side, you know, I don't underestimate the power of the meme. So I'm keeping a close eye on it. As crazy as it sounds, 2103-ish might be a little bit of a resistance or support level depending on which way we go. I mean, if we blast past it, it might ricochet back down to 2100, or if we bounce below it, it might creep back up towards it. I don't know, but the stock may mysteriously be drawn to this share price around the expiration day. Just keep that in the back of your mind if you're thinking about trading options or buying stock on Tesla. Again, not financial advice, but it's out there in the ether. So I hope that clears a few things up for you guys. As always, if you have any questions or comments, get in the Discord server while it's still free, while you still can. Leave some questions or comments there or in the YouTube comments below. And as always, happy trading.